thanks for having me here, and I'm really pleased to read here. I had I guess a brother and a sister, two sisters born here. One's name is Lynn, was named after Lynn Lake. My dad couldn't make a decision and looked on the map and there, passed it on the bus to the hospital, I guess. Anyway, what I like to do is, you can hear me okay? It's a little hard to tell. Okay. You might regret it now that you can hear. So, just remember, you get what you pay for, so. So I just like to jump right in. I'd like to read some poems from my new book that just came out, The Trouble with Beauty, and the photographs are by Dennis J. Evans, who actually was an artist from Regina who just moved to Gabriola, and he's a sculptor as well. But anyway, I'll just jump right in. But what the book is about is, after I finished my last book, there's a place near Regina, near the Capel Valley, called Lumsden, and there's a road called Seven Bridges Road that I was just going back to. I wasn't trying to write a book, I just wanted to write about the place as it was without trying to impose too much judgment on it. And then I came to Vancouver, and the art gallery had an exhibit by the American photographer Robert Adams, and he's part of a group kind of known as the New Topographers, and that's a group of landscape photographers, but they were trying to take photographs or portray the landscape as it really was without, I guess, romanticizing it, but still to try to find beauty in it. And so the book is sort of based around that concept about how we can write honestly about art without basically lying about what's in front of us. The epigraph of the book is from a poem by Wendell Berry, the American poet, and it just says, there are no unsacred places. There are only sacred places and desecrated places. That kid's book, by the way, was Dorothy McMougal with Kumquat and Bugle, but I'm not sure which title it would have been. So I'll just dive in. And so there's a creek, there's a river that runs through near Lumsden. And so this is called Along Some Rivers. Along some rivers, the heart goes dry. Ferns disappear into the roots. A brief drink of snow melt, then the wait for the promise of late June rain that never comes. Some rivers are shallow, and their warm streams feed a plain where timorous lives scurry to ground, as song dogs crisscross their precarious freedom. Along some rivers, love walks in places it has not been in years. A girl lies naked on a blanket, her skin illuminated like paper in the silvery night. As she leads you into the water, the ripple she makes with the air and the darkness, you try to escape her, but you try to embrace her, but she just wants to swim, so she escapes you again and again. Along some rivers, the galaxy sheds itself of light. An overgrown circle of stones under the tree where your brother watched the fire all night before he left home and was gone forever. All that remains is an invisible mass that pulls you toward it, the need for solace so deep you mistake it for beauty. Some rivers are 40 paces wide and cross half a continent. We plow right up to the edge, but something in us knows all life wants is a little water. And we remember clearly abundance, remains of the roses the wind took apart. The path we walked over and over again, as if that could save us. The river goes on with its winding. The line of the day is long. You come across machinery left for rust at the end of the scar it made in the ground, and how they grow into one another. And sure, memory is deeper than that, but it matters. The smallest change matters.